Hey guys. Today's today's just basically another day. Basically for today's agenda, I'm visiting a friend in which, we're just gonna grab some lunch, but I don't want to film anything with that because it's just like a genuine, just like, reunion of sorts. And I'm also going straight to Powerhouse, in which, that's like the gym where I literally fell in love, like all over again with bodybuilding and all that kind of stuff, because literally it's like the gym where like every pro and like it's just like a gym where like a lot of like the bigger people come in, and it's just like wow, like you just realize like, oh wow, you're like you're out of their league, you know what I mean? Like you have to do so much more, you're not working hard enough. That's like the thing that made me realize about like what I'm doing right now. So yeah, it should be a fun day if I'm being honest. But like I'm gonna lower you guys' expectations because I'm not gonna film that much, because it's just like a gym where you just want to like be around in which I don't want to film people, I don't want to film myself doing anything because you just feel intimidated when you go in there. So but I do think that I'm gonna hit a heavy single today, at around like 9 or 8.5, something like that, just because I don't want to get bored of powerlifting, because I keep on doing volume this past few weeks, in which I want to keep my brain stimulated this couple weeks, in which it's not like I'm going for a PR unless it really feels like it, but I doubt it. But yeah, I just want to like be able to still lift heavy but still be able to like improve, especially with volume and all that kind of stuff, in which it just takes some time to do that. By the way, I literally looked over my past few lifts, just like this past 2 years now. It's insane, because if you think about it, I just started going to the gym and actually doing deadlifts all over again on August 2020. So in over 2 years, I already reached a pinnacle of 500 pounds. Over 500, well over 500, like 565 was my PR recently. But that took me 2 years. Natural. And I always think about like, wow, why am I like not improving? Why am I so weak and all that kind of stuff? And I never think about like the improvements I made. Like I wasn't even gonna make a career out of like powerlifting. Like I didn't even know what powerlifting was. I didn't know bodybuilding. I thought bodybuilding personally, I thought it was corny, and I thought being skinny and all that kind of stuff was the move. And starting out, you don't really know anything. And as I grew older, I just like sort of like learn and grew out of like that stigma and like mindset of like, all right, let's be logical about this and just like explore and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just happy, especially this past few days. I've been very happy with my lifts, if I'm being honest. I don't feel super fatigued to the point of like I can't work out the next day, and that just helps me mentally to like move on to the next day and just like look forward to my other lifts, in which it's been a big struggle for me like back then. But we don't have that problem now, and I'm just happy that we're able to push the boundaries a little bit more than usual, just because I feel like, especially right now, where I'm trying my best, because my plan is to compete on a bodybuilding show next summer, or like late next summer, because I don't know, I feel like at that point it's like I want to be able to do everything, because at this point, if I can do powerlifting, what makes you think that you can't do bodybuilding? You know what I mean? Because everybody can do bodybuilding. It's just a matter of like how well trained you are, how good is your nutrition, like everything else, in which I'm gonna be hiring a nutritionist to like help me with my foods and everything. Especially as being a natural, it makes it a lot harder for me to be like, as if I want to be lean, I have to be like sub 160s, something like that, probably like lower, just because my muscle to fat ratio is still like pretty up there, but it's also like not as great, so for me to prep for a bodybuilding show, it takes so much more longer, in which it's still far away. We're not yet sure with the plan itself, but that is my plan, to compete soon enough. But I just want to put it out there where everything is possible, and you can never like just doubt yourself, because one thing leads to another, and you're already doing something that you didn't know that you were going to be doing. Like I didn't know losing weight and like going to an LA Fitness will change my life like this. Never. What was that? What did I sound like that? But no, it's just like The number one thing I'll always preach is to always work hard. I don't care what anybody says whenever they say, oh, working hard won't get you the money, da da da. Like, it won't get you. Like, obviously, it's not gonna get me that right away, but having that work ethic installed into your lifestyle, that makes a big difference. And I feel like a lot of people downgrade the fact that, like, all right, you're working at 9 to 5, so what? Like, bro, I'm working on 9 to 5. Like, how is that going to change anything? You know, if anything, that just builds discipline and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, people just like underestimate the fact that not everyone is born into, like, some people are born into situations that are not optimal for them, in which, you know, they could be not rich but also not poor. They could be poor, or they could also be rich, and it's like different other circumstances. They could have, like, you know, a single parent, whatever it may be, in which that's why we could never judge them. But it's also like good that we can hold them accountable for what it is. So let's say like they're not working hard enough and they're putting the blame on others. Like, no, I think it's good that we find a balance in everything. And that's not me being hypocritical, because I've been into situations where, you know, I was being an asshole and I was being inconsiderate, but after like some thoughts after the fact, it makes you realize, like, hey, what I did was probably wrong. It is wrong, but you're still justifying what you did. But after a little while, you'll fully understand like what you did was wrong. Like, we're all young at one point, you know. Even right now, I'm still young, but as we grow older, we're gonna like figure it out, and you know, life will always be hard and it will never be easy, because if it was, everybody could be rich, everybody could be living their best life right now. So my god. Fucking hell. No, I'm kidding. So, yeah, that was a good workout. Fucking hell, bro. I'm sorry if I didn't talk too much. It was just like the vibes in Powerhouse. Every time I go to a bodybuilding gym, especially this gym specifically, because I've been here a few times before, you just can't like film and work out at the same time because you're so into the workout, because the fucking vibes and the overall energy surrounding it is just like, nothing will beat it. What the fuck is this lighting? But you already know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what you want to see next, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.